Hey. Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop. Hope you're all well. So today is a sweltering day at the Small Barn Workshop. It's 34 degrees outside, but luckily about 3 weeks ago I bought an air conditioning unit, which is something we've not had before. We've relied on fans and open windows. Now the one that I bought is slightly quirky. It's a mini split, but it's connected and you pass it through the window, hang it onto the window ledge, and then leave your window slightly cranked rather than drilling holes in the walls and getting a heating engineer to come round and set the system up for you. But it's not too much of an issue for us because over the time we've been here, when it's hot, we just leave the window open. Obviously our window's open inwards, and I put a little frame with a mesh there to stop the insects going in. So I've elaborated on that design with a little pull-out panel so I can get outside to take the thing in and out should I want to, because that's one of the benefits of it. You can take it from room to room. But also the unit ships with a fabric contraption that goes around the open window to stop the window blowing open, and a Velcro strap. And I thought when I saw it I could improve on that. So first of all, rather than hook the thing over the windowsill, I've put a bearer on the house wall and dropped it just slightly out of eyesight, just slightly lower than the windowsill, and then we're not looking at the back of the unit. Today I'm going to try and make a little wedge-shaped contraption which is basically inspired by a bow window or a little bay window, so I can lock one side of my inwards opening French windows but just keep the other side cranked which will keep the cooling, but also let the pipes come through and also stop that window flapping about. I've already printed out some little turnbuckles. So I need some wedge-shaped wood of a geometry that really needs to be established. So this little taper jig here, I'll have a good run out today. Be interested to see how this taper jig compares, and it's on paper much more complicated than my DIY one, which is hung here. So I'm going to cut some wedge-shaped piece of timber first of all to the profile of the open window. You know, I don't know whether it's the heat or whether I'm just grumpy today, but don't the people who make these things just have a go with them before they actually ship them? My sleigh over there works perfectly. I just drop the piece on, line it up with the edge of the board, clamp it on with a couple of rail clamps, push it through. This must have taken me 20 minutes to cut that piece of wood. First of all, it's got a little stop on the end, which in theory is a good idea. If you want to cut something like I do, which comes to a point, then it doesn't work because you just cut the end of it off. But really annoyingly, these knobs here are actually wider than this track. So you can't get the piece of wood to sit back to this rail, which means I've had to set these two further towards the camera and leave this end here unsupported. So you've got a little bit of movement in it, just to make sure the knobs are narrower than this tramp you're clamping down. Just seems such a simple thing to do. If you're cutting something 10mm thick, 3/8 of an inch thick, and cutting it so it doesn't come to a point, piece of plywood for example, this will work fine. But cutting something that's thicker than whatever that is, so 20mm thick in my case, clashes with them knobs. And you can't rotate the knobs in a way that it doesn't protrude past the face of this fence. If you're cutting it into a point, you really need to be careful with that, because it's not aluminium, it's steel, so it will take the teeth off your saw blade. Right, on with the build. Right, I fixed it for them. Knobs that came with it. I don't know where that's gone now. And I'd managed to find two smaller knobs that I had in my drawers over there that now lets the timber sit snugly against the fence. So that's good, that's that fixed. Now there's just one more issue, but not with that, but with some of my cuts. So the piece that I cut earlier, I cut it so the window would open to its bare minimum. Unfortunately, it's not quite enough, because as the corresponding window swings inwards, the drip mould on the bottom is actually colliding, so I need to open the window another 15mm to let that pass. So I need to cut some more, not a big shakes, but it's actually too wide for my standard parquet floor, so I'm going to use some plywood. So that is the shape and size I need. To scribe that round the pipes, and it is actually that shape is the actual size. It's not a faux pas, that's what I need. Right, I just need to make another 3 now. Okay, so I managed to get that working there and thereabouts. The triangulation bits, top and bottom, work well. The little turnbuckles work well. Where it became increasingly difficult was the mullion that separates the 2 windows, the closed one and the open one. Because of the differing arcs of the parts of the window that open up, at the bottom the drip moulds are just clashing. Now I could have made it easy for myself and just cut 1/2 inch off the end of the drip moulds, but then I didn't want to alter the windows because in the winter when I take that contraption off, then probably running the risk of water ingress in through the bottom of the window. So I had to just pare away the bottom of that mullion, and also it meant multiple trips up and down stairs measuring, coming down here cutting, going back up trying, coming back down cutting. Probably had 30 or 40 trips up and down the staircase, which in this heat is not ideal, and it just reminds me that it's such nice to work on projects in the workshop rather than away from the workshop. So hopefully by the time that is stained to match the windows, and then I've got some draft excluding sticky back draft excluder to go around various parts, it'll work well, keep the drafts out during the summer to make sure the air conditioning works as well as it could do. Last couple of nights it's been a real godsend. Also messing around with that window, I had to mess around with this jig. So I hope you enjoyed this video guys. I'll see you later. Bye.